Deya Direct is really focusing on helping women to tap into their superpower. And so people are like, well, what is your superpower? Your superpower really is that very special thing that you have and possess. Usually it's your soft skills, but it's something maybe ordinary that you have or possess, but that gets extraordinary results. So it's something that you do better than anybody else or gets results in a very extraordinary way, and that is usually tied to your purpose.
Even major companies are now employing what we call feminine management. It's an actual term in terms of how you manage people. What does that mean? As opposed to just being arbitrary and telling people and being a dictator, no, you invest in people's lives. You listen, you engage with them, and then based upon what you know about them, you strategically help them to get to the next level. Everybody wants to feel like they matter. Your ability to communicate in a way that's effective, you will get more out of people. So that's why it's called using your feminine edge to win in love and life. Because at the end of the day, if you know how to talk to people, you can get everything you want.
But how many people know that you have to use everything that you have? When you go to work, when you go into your business, you bring your whole self. And sometimes we get that twisted and you feel like, well, I just have to show people my strengths, or I have to pretend like I'm always having a good day. But what really makes where you are and the success that you have seem achievable for somebody else is when they can relate to your humanity. That means you don't always have it all together.
In fact, you don't even know that it's hard for you to ask for help until you really need it. Because you're gonna bust your behind, be superwoman, do all the stuff that you gotta do to be that person, because it also feeds our ego. All that stuff that you do, you don't have to do. You want to believe that you have to do it because you're getting something from being that person that everybody goes to. And it works for you until it doesn't. And at that point, you've already trained everybody that you're that person. So we teach people how to treat us. One of the things in terms of self-care that I want you to receive today is that you get to change your mind about what works for you. And when you change your mind, then you will be able to give yourself permission to shift. You know how it is. We settle. Well, sometimes those settlings come from, we're not even sure if we deserve more. So this might be as good as it gets. And so we settle, and you find yourself in situations taking on stuff that you were never supposed to take on, dealing with burdens you were never supposed to deal with, finding yourself burned out, overworked, frustrated. You can be ambitious without killing yourself. You know how? Baby steps are still steps. One at a time. Because every step has something to teach you. The things that make us grow, the changes that happen, the new things, the losses, the bosses, right? It's uncomfortable. Even when you want to lose some of the weight, the painful weight, the physical weight, those hunger pains, the shift in your diet, it's inconvenient, it's uncomfortable. So that's when you find out how much you really want to change and grow. Your commitment. Sometimes we need some help even with our commitments. Sometimes we find out we don't really even want to grow like we thought we wanted to grow because we're not willing to do what it takes.
People want to be known, they want to be seen. Everybody has a story that they want to tell. And I think the gift of social media is that it's a medium that gives you an opportunity to tell your story in your own words.
You know, we all have a story to tell. Everybody does. And a lot of times fear and shame will keep us hiding the story. And there's such a freedom, and when you finally are able to tell your truth, not only does it liberate you, but then you realize how many other people can also relate and how you can literally change people's lives just by your own testimony. And there's nothing better than feeling like, okay, what I went through wasn't just for me. I can actually help somebody else. In my own truth, I'm able to help other people be in their truth. And that is living, that is life, that is when freedom begins. That's when you really get to live your best life.